All right, lying down on your back, just begin to bring awareness into your body. Begin to breathe in and out of the nose. As we gently wake up this morning, maybe make an effort to take a little deeper of a breath into the nose, let your body fill up with oxygen. Then exhale out of the mouth. We'll wake up gently this morning as our body and our mind ease into the day. Right here, while we're transitioning from sleep to some movement, to the ground, to our yoga mat or the ground, wherever you are, we become present here in our body. And that's right now. This is a great moment to set an intention for yourself if you'd like. An intention for your practice, or maybe for the day ahead, maybe for the week if you have a lofty goal you'd like to reach. You can reflect on that right now. And then come back to the breath. Nice big inhale. And an exhale out of the mouth. Nice. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a bear hug. Rock lower back. Just notice where the body's at this morning. It always fluctuates from moment to moment, day to day. Maybe there are some tight areas in the body that we can explore today. Bring the feet to the ground with the knees bent and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Flex the right foot. This is a reclined pigeon pose. If you'd like, you can push the knee away with your right hand to open up that right hip. Or for a deeper stretch, you can draw the left knee in towards you, clasp your hands behind your left hamstring or knee. Keep the feet flexed here to keep that structural alignment alive. And breathe right hip. Take a few moments here, see where the tension may be settling in the body. See if you can soften in the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Now release the left foot to the ground, uncross the right foot. We'll do the opposite side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, flex the foot. You're welcome to push that knee away. That might be enough. Or you can draw the right knee in and engage a deeper stretch in the left hip. Flex the feet here and breathe into the left hip joint. The breath is an awesome tool to open up space in tight areas in the body. Release any tension around the shoulders. Relax in the face. Two more breaths. Release the right foot to the ground, uncross the legs. Bring your arms out to a T and your feet wider than hip distance, maybe out to the edges of your yoga mat or a little bit wider than your hips. We're just going to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. You can pause at any spot that feels good. Move at your own pace. Two more rounds of breath. And hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a bear hug, rock and roll. We're gonna make our way to a seat. There are two ways to get there. You can either roll up 4 or 5 times. You can grab behind your knees and roll on your spine. Or if that's not jiving with you this morning, you can also just roll over to your favorite side to a fetal position and push up to your palms, and we'll meet in a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you together for a seated stack pose. Flex the feet here. Root evenly into the sit bones, maybe even pull the flesh away from the sit bones to really get that rooted sensation. Bring the hands to the thighs. Lengthen up through the spine. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Really feel the energy shoot out the top of your head. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward with a flat back until you find your edge. And then let the spine round and the head hang freely for a nice deep forward fold. Flex the feet here to keep the legs engaged. Feet are parallel. You're welcome to bend at the knees here as well to give you some release in the lower back. No need to force anything this morning. Just feeling around, enjoying the exploration and creativity and space that we're allowing ourselves this morning. Two more breaths. And walk the hands up the legs to a neutral spine. We'll bring the legs wide for a seated straddle. Flex the feet here again, root down into the sit bones. Lengthen up through the spine, bring the hands in front of you. Inhale, find your length, then exhale, walk the hands forward with a flat back until you find your edge. And then let the spine round and the head hang for a nice deep fold. Breathe here. Take your hands, walk your hands over to the left leg and fold over the left leg. And then walk the hands to center and over to the right leg. Frame the right leg. Nice deep fold here. And then we'll come back up to neutral spine. Bring the feet together so the soles of the feet touch for a bound angle. Root down into the sit bones again. The hands can come to the knees, shins, or ankles. Inhale, find length through the spine, elongate, and exhale to fold over your legs. You can push the knees away with the elbows or bring them to the ground or another place that feels comfortable to you. And then come back to the breath. Inhale yourself back up to neutral spine. And we'll roll over the shins to a tabletop position. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips here. We'll begin to float through a cat and cow to connect with the breath. As you inhale, gaze forward and belly drops to the ground. Exhale, scoop the tailbone under and ripple through every vertebrae as you round through the spine, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, gaze forward, and exhale to round. Flow at your own pace with your own breath here. There's room for creativity if you'd like to explore maybe the side body. Rock forward and backward. Really gentle with the spine here. Two more breaths. One last inhale, gaze forward, belly drops. And exhale, round through the spine, push through the arms, open up the shoulder blades. And inhale to neutral spine. From here, with the knees hip distance apart, the hands are shoulder width apart, spread the fingers really wide. We're gonna use our core to lift the hips up and back into our first downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels. If this is too intense on the shoulders, you can walk the hands a little bit wider today. Release the neck, shake the head, yes and no. Connect with the breath. Three more breaths here. Can move around, drive the heels towards the ground, send the hips up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bend at the knees and gaze towards the hands. Walk your feet in between your palms for a forward fold. Your feet are hip distance apart here. Hang over, let the spine round naturally, sway from side to side. You can bend the knees quite generously here and let the torso rest on the thighs. You can also grab onto opposite elbows for ragdoll to give you a little bit of release in the upper back. Or you can just keep the hands on the legs or the ground. Feet are hip distance apart. Feel yourself rooted into the heels, the balls of the feet, and every pad of your toe. Let the natural arches of the feet lift. And release the hands. Inhale to lift yourself halfway. The goal here is try to get a flat back. So if you need to lift yourself up a little bit higher, hands can come to the legs. Draw the belly button in towards the back of the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold a little bit deeper. And with 3 rounds of breath, roll yourself up to standing. Head is the last thing to come up. Arms hang. Nice. Inhale and reach the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, windmill the arms overhead and gaze up. Let the right hand clasp onto the left wrist and lean to the right. Shoot the hips over to the left. Inhale through center and exhale. Clasp the opposite wrist, lean to the left. Shoot the hips over to the right. Inhale through center. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, windmill the arms overhead, gaze up. And exhale, your arms to your cactus arms. Elbows come to a T. You might be able to find a little back bend here. Open up in the chest. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. And with your next exhale, with a flat back, swan dive, forward fold. Couple breaths here. You can sway from side to side. Inhale to lift yourself halfway. Big inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back to a high plank, 2 breaths in a high plank. Wrists under the shoulders here. You can always drop the knees if you want. Take an inhale, drop the knees to the ground, and exhale, lower down to your belly, elbows in tight. Inhale, low cobra, hands under the shoulders here. Root down into the pelvic bone. Try not to crunch in the back of the neck. All the muscles in the lower back are engaged. Feel your breath, your belly expand into the earth. Inhale. Exhale with care, push the palms, roll over the knees to child's pose or downward facing dog. If you decide to opt for child's pose, the knees can be together, or they can also be wide with the big toes touching. And in your downward facing dog, drag the heels towards the earth. 3 more breaths. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, raise the right foot off the ground for a 3-legged down dog. We'll try to level the hips here. So see if you can drop that right hip down just a little bit. The right toes face the earth and push evenly into both hands. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, step the right foot through in between the palms. We'll ground left heel, prepare for warrior 1. Heels align here. And inhale to sweep the arms up overhead. Nice. Welcome to challenge yourself here. You can walk that back foot out a little bit to sink into your lunge a little bit deeper. Make sure the knee doesn't go over the ankle. Hand palms up, gaze up, palms face each other. Hands can also be at heart center or to your hips. Breathe. One last inhale, gaze up. And exhale as the palms frame the right foot. Step the right foot back. High plank, take an inhale. Drop the knees to the ground or keep them raised and lower down to your belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Two breaths. And inhale, left foot up, 3-legged down dog. Flex the left foot, level the hips. See if you can drop the left hip down just a little bit. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, step the left foot through in between the palms. Ground the right heel. Inhale, warrior 1. Strong in the back leg. Back leg is straight. Back foot about a 45-degree angle to the mat. And bend into the left knee. Soften the shoulders, drive the shoulders away from the ears. Unclench your jaw. 2 2 more breaths. Inhale, and as you exhale, frame the left foot with the hands, high plank. Inhale, drop the knees to the ground, lower down to your belly. Inhale to your low cobra. See if you can lift up even higher. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and sigh out of the mouth. One more inhale, sigh it out. Bring the knees to the ground, bring the knees wide and the big toes touch. Sink the hips towards your heels for child's pose. Or head to the ground. Reconnect with your intention here. Maybe consciously elongate the inhales and exhales to help lower the heart rate. Three more breaths here in child's pose. And when you're ready, walk your hands back as you lift your head and chest up to neutral spine. Bring the hips to the ground, sweep the legs in front, and we'll lower down to our back. Hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a bear hug. From here, we'll do happy baby. 2 options here. You can grab onto the outsides of the feet with your palms and draw the knees towards your armpits. Or you can take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes and pull down against your toes so the muscles in the arms are engaged here. As you're drawing the knees towards the armpits, the feet are flexed, maybe rock and roll. Breathe into the belly, not letting go of the breath just yet. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together to touch and the feet to the ground for a reclined bound angle. Let the knees splay out to nice, deep, passive hip stretch here. Rest your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale to fill your lungs all the way up to the top. We'll pause at the top. Exhale out of the mouth. Blow all the air out, all the stale air all the way to the bottom. Inhale. Fill the lungs all the way up to the top. Pause at the top. Exhale out of the mouth. Draw the belly in as you wring out all the stale air. Inhale one more time. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and release everything. Straighten your legs and your arms by your sides with the palms face up for our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Make any tiny adjustments to get yourself comfortable. And enjoy this stillness before you move on with the rest of your day. Settle into the natural cycle of your breath. Feel it. Feel your body. The body expands on your inhale and softens down to the earth on your exhale. Rest here for a moment. Bring your awareness into the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deep inhale. Welcome yourself back into your body, into the present moment. Circle through the wrists and ankles. You can stretch yourself long from your fingers to your toes. And roll over to your favorite side in a fetal posture. Rest your cheek on your arm. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed here, softly open. Gently push up through your palms and we'll meet in a comfortable seat. Cross-legged, or the legs can be straight. You're down to the sit bones, elongate through the spine. Feel the energy radiating around the top of your head. Hands can rest on your knees in your lap, or you can bring them to your heart center to seal your practice today. Offer yourself the gift of gratitude for showing up for yourself this morning. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.